Time now to welcome out the semi-finalists for this men's sabre competition, and there is Max Hartung, the reigning European champion, leading us out, well, not leading us out, second in line I should say, and he is up against the Russian. There's two Russians involved, but the crowd are on their feet. There's guys in the crowd with their shirts off. This is like a football, someone's bought a drum.
Yeah, they're going to go absolutely wild here. It's not only the fact that there's a German in the lineup, but it's sabre. It's crazy.
So Benjamin Reshetnikov in semi-final number 1 will take on Max Hartung, the reigning European champion. In semi-final number 2, it's Kamil Ibragimov against Sandro Bezadze of Georgia. And our referees also introduced to the crowd. Vasil Malenchev leads the referees off. And this is how they came through to this semi-final.
Yeah, Hartung having a barnstormer with Bollard Apathy in the round of 8. Reshetnikov, I should say, had a massive one with Enrico Beret as well. I saw Beret actually outside in between the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, and he was furious. Some of the decisions he felt weren't going his way. But Max Hartung, he loves the European Championships. He absolutely loves them.
Yes, his record at European Championships, he won the gold in Tbilisi in 2017. There is Hartung. He won gold again in Novi Sad. If he can do the three-peat, it will be quite incredible. I don't think anyone's done it since the great Yakimenko.
Did Yakimenko win the European Championships 3 times in a row?
Could be.
I didn't know that. That's amazing. Yeah, it's incredible to do it in any of the weapons. It's a real feat. You'll go down in history if you win 3 in a row.
So, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. This is sabre. Max Hartung on the right of your screen, Reshetnikov on the left. The Russian gets the first point. Just stopped there though. Now, if you're new to fencing, sabre is a weapon of convention. The upper body is the target area, and you can score with the length of the blade and with the point. But the referee has to decide who the attacking fencer is, who initiates the attack first, and that time it was Hartung. If you're being attacked, your choices are defeat the attack through distance, so move away, don't get hit, and the attack then ends. It's your turn to attack. The other thing you can do is you can parry, and as soon as you parry your opponent's blade, it becomes your turn. The phase, the timing changes. The third thing you can do is you can nip in on a counter attack. You can hit them with a stop cut or any counter attack. It's out of time, and they really have to make sure that there's only one light on the box. So Reshetnikov, just a slight early lead, and Hartung able to come through and draw level. Now, often sabre is referred, Karim, as a game of paper, scissors, stone, but it's more complicated than that. That's just 1/3 of the options, trying to predict what your opponent is doing. You can also try and change what your opponent does as you come off the line. And the third thing you can do is you can wait and anticipate what your opponent is going to do. You can fence eyes open, as they call it.
Yeah, being more reactionary. All fences should have all 3, but there are ones that have more than others, and on an appeal, Reshetnikov gets the point, and it's really interesting to see that it's not Christian Bauer in the box. Lovely. A little, it almost looked like a broken time attack there from Reshetnikov. Fast first step, slow second one, and then he finishes when his opponent thinks he's stopped the attack.
Yeah, well, that was Hartung's every time. Hartung quicker off the line. Step, lunge, attack. Reshetnikov was just a little bit slower. Again, it looked to me like Reshetnikov just waited, caught in preparation, they call that. Looking for the blade, looking for the parry. Hartung able to change lines, not happening now.
So an appeal there from Hartung. He thinks that he started off the line much quicker and actually began the attack enough to persuade Kosa to go and have a look at the video.
Didn't actually call for a video review.
It was a good appeal, and sometimes it's really worth making sure that the referee is going to give it your way, just so that, and not give away an appeal for it. 2 appeals per fencer, of course. If you get it upheld, you keep it, and if you don't, you lose it. And this time it's Reshetnikov who calls for an appeal on the video. He got one right last time, so he's still got 2. Referee Kosa comes back. Sticks with his decision. Reshetnikov is down to 1 video.
Hartung just looked to pause ever so slightly there as he went off the line. It's interesting that this has all stayed in the middle. There hasn't been any swashbuckling towards the end of the piece.
Oh, just as you say that, that was a step in, a little bit of a distance trap from Reshetnikov. Step in, step out, and then find the, well, it looks like a counter-attack, but actually the attack from Hartung fails. He just picks up the right of way. And just like that, Hartung takes us to the break. And there's just nothing in this, but Hartung's certainly keeping this crowd happy.
Yeah, very, very close to call. 8-7 as we go to well, Christian Bauer, I think, will come out for the second of the semi-finals.
For sure.
With Kamil Ibragimov. So here we go. Hartung coming in. Now it's Reshetnikov's turn to attack.
Tried the stop cut, but got hit with the attack.
Yeah, so Hartung opting to try and attack out of time, but when there's 2 coloured lights on, 2 lights on the box, Reshetnikov now has taken the lead. The lead changed hands on numerous occasions. Oh, parry riposte from Reshetnikov brings the scores to 10-8.
Again, getting off the line hard, so it's just quicker. And that's why Reshetnikov's trying to vary off the line, because Hartung's coming out most of the time on the attack.
If you watch the feet first, who moves their feet, they both moved in, they both stepped back, and then they both moved in again at the same time.
But if you look at Hartung, you can actually, there's a little tell. You can tell when he's not going to come off the line at 100 miles an hour.
Because he's just an inch or 2 back.
Oh, lovely though. Really good. I think Reshetnikov's got to spot this from Hartung. when he's going, he's just leaning forward a tiny little bit more than he would do normally.
So all square.
He's not going off the line fast now.
We're going to 15.
See, you can tell when Hartung's going to go. Watch for the lean of Hartung. If he's leaning forward, he's coming after you.
I think he's coming now. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so.
No, and I think Reshetnikov's clocked it.
Yeah.
I think he's clocked it. I think he's noticed, and he then he gives him more chance of playing the rock paper scissors game to his advantage. This time he looks like he may go off the line. And no, he does it again. But again, this it's not hesitation. He's deciding I'm going to do one step or two short steps in and then skip away. It was a hop into the centre that time.
It was working much better for Hartung when he was just going at it and going forward. Again, a delay.
Both paused this time for me. Yeah, sorry.
Hard to call that one.
Yeah, it's if anything, you would give it to Reshetnikov, because Reshetnikov is smooth off the line and one continuous action, and Hartung has a little double step before going, and he has indeed given it to Reshetnikov.
That for me is that Reshetnikov is going to win this, and that has silenced the crowd. And Karim, it was 10 apiece, and then all of a sudden Hartung changed his tactic. Why would he do that?
He spotted what Hartung was doing off the line. He spotted what Hartung was doing off the line. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Reshetnikov saw that when Hartung was not coming out of the blocks fast, and as soon as that happened, he was able to step in, and he could make the choice, as we see our bare-breasted men, and they've actually got the word Germany written across their chest, one letter apiece. But yeah, he spotted what was happening off the line from Max Hartung, and therefore he could adapt to. He went eyes open most of the time to be.
European Championships as Bazadze. He would be desperate to go one better, or perhaps even two better in this fight. And Bazadze is a real brawler.
Yeah.
He is strong and he's powerful and he's incredibly fast. So here we go. It's Bazadze against Ibragimov. And Bazadze fast, furiously off the line. And the lights have just come on and they're blinding. Yeah. Bazadze just...
Yeah, the lights come on the back rink of back bank of lights, and do you know what? The problem is, it's nothing to do with the fences. The fences are more than happy to fence in this light. In fact, I think they'd probably prefer it. It's for the television audience. Turn those off. You see from this high angle, I think they're going to stay with that high angle, because if they go down to the bottom, you're going to see, well, an empty stand, basically, because all the supporters have been put on the same side as the referee.
So Ibrahimov levels the score. Oh. Nothing given.
Referees Vadim Gutsait, the Ukrainian saber fencer, who was in the Olympic. He was a team Olympic champion in Barcelona in '92.
Oh, big long attack from Bazadze there. Couldn't finish. Ibrahimov just able to get out the way, and then his turn to attack and just accelerated through. Changing line as he did.
Yeah, doesn't find time there. And I just looked down to see Christian Bauer in the box indicate go for a video on that one. It's definitely a ploy of Ibrahimov. He's waiting for Bazadze to step in too fast, but his hand back. We get a little bit of a review here. See, the hand drops.
Right,
there, it goes back. It's attack on preparation. And it was a good call from, well, it's actually a call from Christian Bauer, the coach for Russia, and Ibrahimov gave him a little salute. Thank you, sir, for telling me to go for a video on that one. You'd be crazy not to listen to Christian Bauer. He knows his saber. Arguably the most successful coach of all time across all weapons. Finds the blade this time. It's one light, but even if there were two lights there, Ibrahimov picked up the blade. And that gave him the right of way. Right at the last minute, watch this. There's the beat, and there's the hit. Have a little think about that one. I think he actually looked down to Christian Bauer to see what his reaction was.
Oh, nice from Bazadze.
Not seeing the fireworks from Bazadze just yet. But he's got a little bit of a limp going on.
Yeah, a little bit of a niggle in his ankle. I think that he picked that up early on, in the round of 32. No, nothing given there.
Yeah, so Ibrahimov not picking the right moment to go in on the attack into preparation, because Bazadze started just that little bit slower off the line to develop his attack. And again.
Yeah.
It's incredibly difficult to call some of these close ones. You have to be a real saber expert.
No, was there a meeting of the blades there?
Referee's convinced enough to go and have a look at the video here. I don't think this is as clear as the previous two. Yeah, attacking to prep for me, and that's what Vadim Goodsight's given. And again, just struggling with that left ankle, and now taking a hit to the backhand as well. Happens in sabre, but sabreurs are made of tough stuff. And there's no one tougher than Sandro Bazadze.
Now, Bazadze was quick that time, but Ibragimov was waiting for him and got him with a power riposte.
Beautiful, beautiful hand. Look at that left. Just finding that. He looks so smooth and calm when he does it. Again, stepping forwards with his arm coming backwards. That's what's happening to the Russian off the line. He needs to stop going into the middle so deeply. There you go, better idea.
Yeah,
but this time, double step, and now it's a call for the video from Ibragimov, but Christian Bauer says, no, that's on us. And so he's thrown away a video. And I'll tell you what, Christian Bauer,
he's not allowed to be coaching here.
He thought
he thought they were in the break.
He thought it was going to the break, and he just said,
got a little bit confused maybe with the score. I don't know, but he can coach when it's when you get to 8.
It's wound up Sandro Bazadze for sure, big time. He is upset that Christian Bauer got a chance to have a couple of words with his athlete. And it's effectively had an opportunity to change his tactics. And you watch, well, here we see Ibragimov going off to talk to Bauer because has a brother that fences, Becker. He's been at this tournament, and the father is their coach, Marab Bazadze. It's Alexander Torchuk in the box for Georgia on Men's Sabre Day. And he really, honestly, Sandro Bazadze over the last couple of seasons has really picked up his game.
Oh, beautiful parry riposte. Levels the score.
Yeah, he's always been in the nicest possible way, a bit of a brute on the piece, but he's added another dimension to his sabre. He's now got a much more clean tactical game.
Oh, no, it's going to be a yellow card there. No?
Not yet. It did start early, and I think Ibragimov got up his hand early enough to say, sorry, I just wasn't quite ready. So no card for him for stopping unnecessarily either.
First time out of the middle, really.
And that's why Christian Bauer doesn't want him coming off the line so fast, because if he comes off the line fast, he's forcing Bazadze into the only tactic he knows, which is to match it, to come off the line at 100 miles an hour. He wants Ibragimov to vary stuff off the line. And see, again, he's stepping in. Now he's trying to draw things.
Oh, Bazadze finishes beautifully there.
And this is the risk, because what Bauer is relying on is Ibragimov's normally really superb defence. Doesn't get away with it this time, as Bazadze just hesitates, or not hesitates, he just delays the end of his attack.
Yeah, they're so twitchy on the line. Bazadze comes in, stops, restarts again.
Class. That is pure class. To pick the moment to jump in on the counter like that is superb. And I think Sandro Bazadze acknowledged how good that was.
Yeah, countered and then got out of the way.
Blocked the blade as well.
Yeah.
There's no chance of him getting hit. He picked the moment so well. Missed on the first one, Bazadze. He missed on the first one. Don't call for a video, Sandro. You'll lose it. Yeah, coach has told him you did miss the first one. Sometimes when you're inside the mask, your reality is adjusted a little bit, and you think it's yours. You've decided what to do. You think you've executed it, but you've actually missed. 1-1 in terms of the off the line appeals. I don't think we'll see that again.
No, I think the card will come out.
Hesitation for me. Ooh. And Bauer put his finger up there to Ibragimov, saying, you've only got one video left, don't waste it on that, just accept it was a bad decision. I don't think it was a bad decision, but I think Bauer thought it was. Yeah, look, there's an argument here.
Stop there?
There's an
Bazadze.
argument here for that hand coming back. Not as convinced, but it was enough for Vadim Gutsite, the referee, to go back. Yeah.
All right.
Attack, so no. Riposte, no. And then it's the right of way to Bazadze, and Bazadze goes after it, and he's now called for the doctor. That ankle has finally given way. Look, I don't want to suggest that anyone is using a medical break as an opportunity to reset, but if there ever was a time for that to happen, it would be a good time for Sandro Bazadze right now.
He did hurt his ankle earlier in the tournament, that is for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I know he's genuinely got a dodgy ankle. It's the timing of it is convenient. It's well within the rules. He's taken the spray. The coaches have been told they cannot go and talk to the athlete. Although Christian Bauer did sneak up and have a couple of words with Kamil Ibragimov.
So 11 apiece. This one is really, really close to call. I think if you were going to pick a winner, it would be the Russian, Ibragimov.
Yeah, me too. Attack parry, riposte, no. Continuation of the attack from Bazadze, misses somehow, goes into the guard and develops into another riposte for... Look at that. I mean, just great stuff. Neither of them were ready that time.
Nothing given.
Yeah, pas de touche. No hit. No separation.
Well, that time Bazadze came in, stopped, pulled back. A long attack. And,
it was all there for the taking for Sandro Bazadze, but he didn't get his arm out. Watch this final action from the athlete on the right. Finds the blade. It's his attack. It's his attack. Watch it. And then the arm just breaks at halfway through. It doesn't go fully extended. Will he rue that mistake?
Yeah, unforced error there.
Oh, lovely. Really superb, world-class hit there from Kamil Ibragimov. He was absolutely superb on that one, and Bauer got up out of his seat to applaud him. Beautiful hit. Whoa.
So Bazadze just being told in no uncertain terms by the referee to get on guard. And for me, that is Ibragimov's. Bazadze claiming it, but here we go. And that is it. Kamil Ibragimov is through to the final. Sandro Bazadze arguing the case with the referee, but he's already checked.
Now, good on Vadim Goodsite there. Look, I see why Sandro Bazadze is calling for a video there, and technically, the referee who'd already gone to see the video can actually he can be forced to go back and watch it again if the losing fencer appeals. And what Vadim Goodsite said to Sandro Bazadze was, "There's no point in you calling for a video appeal. I've watched it. I've made my decision. I can watch."